Good afternoon, folks. Can you hear me?
Yep. Hello.
Hey, perfect. Let me just check first if the live stream started. Perfect. So, hello, welcome to the AsyncAPI Conference meeting, round 8. This is a usual meeting we have every 2 weeks around the organization of the AsyncAPI Conference that we plan for November. So let me, as usual, just start with sharing sharing my screen. Okay, can you confirm that you can see a conference to the list discussion?
Yes.
Perfect, thank you. So yeah, as usual, I'm just gonna start with we're going through the list of things that are to do for the conference. I updated it today, so it should be pretty quick this time. So you can see that the list is updated with some collapsed items, which means that basically a given section is completed entirely. The last thing that happened over the last few weeks is that the whole CFP process is completed. So huge thanks to Alejandra that is on the call, that it's done, and we have the schedule even already published on the schedule application that Linux Foundation is maintaining for us. So that's super cool.
Did I get out of giving a talk, or do I still have to do a talk?
No, you still have to. Like, you're
fine. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yay! I'm so excited.
you're there on the list.
Okay.
But I don't remember when. What's your which day? So you have to check. Most important is remember that we need to. It's like last time. It's pre-recorded. So yeah, you have even less time to prepare it. Then the next topic, like coordinate budget. So I'm still not, I don't have yet the final figures from Linux Foundation. Last time we used Schedule Up, I think it was like 1.5K, the whole scheduling support, if it comes like $K. But we also use the registration platform. So yeah, it's hard to tell, but it's not, like it's not going to be super expensive because it's virtual. So that's comparing to the like in-person conference, it's easy to handle, nothing to be worried about. Conference promotion, not yet super started because we are just waiting for having the registration and the schedule on the website. So we can actually start some promoting. Now, sponsors. So we have sponsor tiers. We have Prospectus, finally approved. It's created with like huge support from Barbanio, but also Missy for doing this, like having this prospectus look actually beautiful.
And putting your face on it too.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And the next thing is to start talking to sponsors. I'm not sure if it's still Barbanio that will coordinate. Let's see. I'll have to check with her. But basically, the next step is that, like, once we have the website refreshed, actually, no, we don't have to wait even for the refresh of the website because we have Prospectus ready. So like the plan is that I will basically contact the same sponsors that I talked with last year. And then also we're gonna ask on our channels, people from the community, if they can check with their companies if they would be interested with sponsoring. And it's going to be much easier to share the information because we have prospectus. So it's not much talking. It's just about sending the PDF, which is good. Since Fran has joined, I will repeat so I don't have to write to him separately. So the last topic I just talked about, Fran, is that we have like basically as of today, we have prospectus ready that we can share with potential sponsors. So what I said is basically that I'm gonna, because I still have contact with people that sponsored us last year, then I'll just use the same contact to check with them to sponsor us this year, except of Postman, because you were handling the Postman sponsorship. So please.
Yeah, that's from my side, no worries.
Yeah. And if you know already some other companies that were not sponsoring last year but would like to sponsor this year, and also like I'm actually gonna share the link to the prospectus. I think it's gonna be useful. So uno momento. So I put it on YouTube. By the way, nobody said hello on YouTube. There's always someone saying hello. Okay, I think I made it. Oh, thank you, Fran, for writing hello. By the way, you can confirm if my link also got there, or I got blocked. No, okay, cool, perfect. So we have it there, and I'm gonna paste it for you folks in the Zoom chat as well. Okay. Venue topic removed from the list. There's no venue. And unless I remember one time talking with Fran that maybe we will go to some place, all the people that will coordinate the event, and we can have like at least venue for us. But yeah.
Nah. I was just partially joking.
You never joke.
I was partially joking, like it will be really cool, but yeah, like then it will be like, why you travel there and we don't? So
Yeah.
there, yes.
If I wouldn't, I would be jealous. So yeah, we should definitely avoid.
Yes, that's why.
And last but not least, so marketing design items, conference website. So it's like it's almost there, I would say, but there are some additional fixes that have to be done. Not sure, Ace, if you want to add something since you're at the call, on the call, or you just send your bot to the meeting. Oh, okay. I know you're not shy because you're running other meetings, but yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's PR opened. It's there's just some small tiny changes suggested by me and some responsiveness issues that Missy found out about. Yeah. Once we release it, as I said, we're gonna start promoting.
Yeah, and there is already the schedule, right?
Yeah, it's
beautiful schedule there, right?
It's so pretty. I love it so much.
but like in this, the way that Ace did it, it doesn't look, it actually looks good, no? I mean, it's not so.
No, I just saw what you did. Not what they did.
No, not I know what I did.
Design is my passion.
And I'm still proud of it, but it's not gonna look like this in the production. But I was wondering if maybe we should promote more, because like not many people know the advantage of like really using this schedule, like because the same schedule app is used on all Linux Foundation events, and there's this mobile app that you can use to basically manage your own schedule. You can like you in your app you can easily see all the events, all the talks. You can add them to your personal schedule, so you don't have to basically like you just have an app where you can check what talks are you interested with and when they start. So you don't always have to look on the general schedule. It's pretty useful, and it's easy to also provide feedback through the app. So yeah, maybe like, did you know about it? So maybe we should actually consider like a follow-up to maybe add some additional information on the schedule page. Sorry?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, bad timing. I was just saying that a lot of conference apps, they have that functionality, where you personalize them to use specific sessions and things that you're doing, and you can add notes and follow speakers. So I kind of honestly just was glad that we finally had of it, because I do know that a lot of users tend to find those useful.
Okay, cool. Okay then. So the next item on the topic is like swags. So yeah, no venue, no in person. So the only swags that will be in this event are swags for the presenters. There's a in prospectus there's a dedicated additional option for sponsors to sponsor this swags for presenters. Like, and it's open, like if it's gonna be like if we really need dedicated design, then, or it's enough to just pick up elements from the swag store that we're gonna have in the future, and just prepare a package out of the offering that we have in the shop. Plus, of course, we need to in case of t-shirts, we will have to have a dedicated t-shirts, of course, because like sponsors will have the option to put their logos on the sleeves. Yeah, arm or sleeve on sleeve. So what do you think? Like, if it's only for presenters and it's like, again, virtual only, do we have to prepare something super special, especially if anyone can actually and have time to do it?
I'm wondering if it is sponsored by somebody that we should make them like specific to the conference, because we're going to have to customize it anyways based on what logo we'll have to put there. That's just what I'm wondering. But I mean, I think we could totally just use the normal like branding, just keep it simple sort of thing. But yeah, it's up to whatever happens, I guess.
You mean to it would make sense to customize because of the logo on the sleeve, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I mean, if we're going to have to customize it, might as well just make it dedicated to the conference. That way, like, also, if sponsors are sponsoring swag, that it's, obvious that they were sponsoring it for the conference and not just like all AsyncAPI swag. I don't know.
Okay. So we would, yeah, I agree with your opinion. It makes sense. So it's So we don't produce some limited version of the same t-shirts, but just with the company logo.
Right. Because I think it could maybe get confusing if we just have like AsyncAPI t-shirts with like other people's logo on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. He has never jumped up there before.
I think if we did that, it would kind of make it seem like a soccer jersey shirt, you know, with like all the sponsors, like they're gonna expect to see Pepsi, Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
7-Eleven. And I think that's just kind of weird. And it definitely doesn't make me think of like an open source kind of project if I were to see that. I think I would be confused. It would seem more enterprisey.
Like you're saying, if we just had the logo, like the AsyncAPI logo without any context and then just like other logos on it.
Oh, no, sorry. Let me be clearer. If I were to see, you know, whatever AsyncAPI theme the shirt has, it like, I was more referring to like if we added the sponsors logos on the shirt. And so I was saying that it would make me think of a soccer jersey.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So you're just saying like in general?
Yeah, just like, or maybe I misunderstood the comment, but I thought that the joke or what was being talked about was about considering adding the sponsor logos on the swag items. And I was just saying that I thought that sounded weird and like enterprisey.
Oh,
Yeah. But the idea is that it's only one sponsor, and it's only the sponsor that will explicitly additionally pay for it. So it's like something for something, like you're adding, like you're paying extra $5,000 and in exchange one item in the pack, which is t-shirt, will have a logo of your company. And like, I mean, other open source initiatives like do it, like OpenAPI, CNCF, but as Missy noticed, like they do it, but it's always a t-shirt that is not for a given initiative, but it's really like context is that it's for the conference.
because then otherwise it just looks like they're sponsoring the whole initiative and not just the conference, I guess. Which I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing, but I think it could just cause confusion, I suppose.
If we go that route, then the shirt is going to clarify AsyncAPI Conference 2022.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like it would just follow everything else that we have
If we did
already.
that, I guess I was wondering because like the last that I heard was, oh, we don't have money to do you know, a non-generic shirt. Like we can't add years. We don't have money to do that because we have to order a minimum amount, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm wondering, oh, did we get more money or like, I don't know. That's
Well, I think the idea is if they sponsor it, then we would have the money to do that. That was my understanding. So
yeah. So basically, of course, like so it's still valid what we said in the past. Like we have to watch costs, but like in this case, it's like it's exactly for it. So the prospectus has like typical prospectus talks about platinum, whatever other colors are there, but also one sponsor can additionally buy another package, which is presenter swag pack. So they can buy it additionally to the other sponsor options. So they sponsor, like their money are invested in this dedicated presenter packs, swags. So it's totally different budget.
Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I've definitely not been up to date on the swag convo. Actually, the swag convo is specifically why I joined the call. That was what I was the most curious to find out about. I was like, oh, what are we doing for swag? I don't even know what's going on. So yeah. I don't think we're gonna be able to have stickers for the mascot, right? Like I'm assuming there's not enough time and resources to fully develop it.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends with about so one thing is getting money from the sponsor and getting this dedicated t-shirt, but also the other thing is when do we really have to deliver the package? Because we can always have a discussion with presenters that they will get a package from us, but they will get it a month after. I don't think they will see it as a problem. So we can like delay delivery of the package until we have a mascot, because I think it's worth waiting and considering such option, because different discussion that is there about the Swag store. The current situation with the Swag store is that like almost everything is ready. We're just waiting for the mascot. And there actually is I'm not sure what words did you use. Like there are resources to do it, like money to do it, because Fran offered that he will do it through the design contractor. I'm not sure if it's called design contractor, whatever studio.
We
WeProd studio. So they will basically Postman will sponsor the work on the mascot, and We Production will continue working on the mascot. They actually already stated it in the other discussion. So, and as far as I know, they were supposed to start working on it already. So maybe we will have it for November, maybe for December. But again, like I think it's worth really to wait. And from the chat, I see that Alejandra is also happy with such approach. And so yeah, so to the conclusion here is that we need a design for a t-shirt for this conference logo. And as Missy and Barbani are mentioned here as the coordinators, it was like this in the past. So can I count on you, Missy, in this area? Okay.
I mean, I think we could just use that, excuse me, the illustration that we have on the main website and everything. I think that would fit pretty well with the logo, and then, yeah. And then just be ready to slap somebody else's logo on the sleeve or something.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome.
Which I guess is more of a print shop thing anyway.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Also, have we thought about that maybe for the conference only, we don't need to go with this new provider for the shop, and maybe we can do the t-shirts ourselves on Threadless, the shop that we're using right now. So it's less of a burden, I would say. And then we decouple the design of the mascots from the conference, and so we have more time to actually come up with a good mascot that we like. And that one will be requested to the provider, to the new shop provider, right?
Just Fran, don't pick the same quality shirt you picked for the current ones, because those are, I'm live, so I can't say what they are, but
yeah. I mean, we can choose many. I mean, I think there is only we so far have the black and then navy blue or something like that, but,
and red.
And red.
Yeah, we have to make sure that it's a high quality shirt, because otherwise it's gonna start getting all that fuzz like after the first wash right away.
Yeah.
It was like super bad quality. It didn't even last. The threading is coming off, but like after the second, third wash. So like if we're gonna spend extra money on cool swag for sponsors, like let's make sure we get swag that doesn't look like blank after one wash.
Yeah.
I think
also,
Next Level is a good blank to use if we have the budget for that. Like, yeah, I don't know. I've just had luck with that in the past with other swag stuff.
And also, I don't know if Ace still has some t-shirts, but he has them. I sent him a bunch of t-shirts. So yeah.
As far as I know, he gave them all at the conference. So
well done. So, yeah.
I actually have one other question about like what you were saying, Lucas, about the swag, like when we would deliver it to the speakers. Like, is that something that we would want to wait until after the conference, or what were you saying before? You're like, oh, maybe we delay the delivery of the swag. Like, I'm just wondering how that becomes beneficial to somebody who's sponsoring the swag. Like, I don't know, like, since it is like online, like, are people going to be wearing it like when they show up to the stream, like after they're recording, or, you know, or during their recording, maybe? I don't know. I'm just thinking how we can leverage that as a plus for somebody sponsoring it.
I would not wear it.
Oh, okay.
As a speaker, it's I think we should not expect speakers to wear swags
Okay.
if they're not. I mean,
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's
and
that's
at
a
least we
weird
should
thing.
not promise it that it's gonna happen.
Right, right, yeah.
And yeah, when it comes to in-person events, then yeah, speaker gets swags at the event as a thank you package, and that's why I think we can delay, because like we're async. We can always say that there was delay on the network, that we sent it actually months before, but because of different issues and inconsistencies in the system, it took time.
Yeah. Remember to remove this video, by the way.
Oh
It's
my.
evidence.
Oh my.
Okay, cool.
And just one more thing before I forget. So I'll be traveling to Barcelona in the end. I already bought the tickets. So I have the tickets for to be in Barcelona between 3 and 5 of November. But I mean, we knew that we were going there anyway, because Eva is attending a conference there herself, actually like a fair. It's not a conference. So yeah, and it's also my birthday on the 4th. So we want to celebrate there. And so yeah, so I'm traveling anyway. And that is just to say that I will be on the 3rd, I will be traveling in the morning, just before the conference starts. But yeah, just in case. So I should be on time to arrive there, and I may be available, or mostly available, I will say, but yeah, not like when I'm at home, right? And yeah, the next days 4 and 5 should be fine. But yeah, as you can imagine, it's my birthday. I don't want to spend the whole day in front of the computer. So let's just make sure that we train someone else on Restream on how to manage Restream, you know, like the live stream and so on. So
Sounds
yeah,
like
so
job for Ace.
yeah, sounds like Ace will do it. So
Also, I know you said that you're gonna be available that day or whatever, but the way you said it, it
yeah,
sounded like
I'm
you
just
were
saying
viable.
that I may be available.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that
available, right?
what I'm saying is that when you said the word available, it sounded like you said you were viable. And I thought, yes, I really hope you are viable, Fran.
I'm also viable, but not really. So yeah, I'm happy to do some to provide some help. But yeah, if someone can actually take over, if this year could actually be taken over by someone who's not Lucas and I, that would be awesome as well. So yeah, by some people, not just one person, because it's really a lot of time. So yeah. So yeah, Ace, that will be you, but you need to still find someone else to help you. So yeah, and yeah, no, I'm just kidding. You folks decide. And yeah, and Alejandra can also help as well, of course, for sure. And so yeah, I mean, anyway, anyone can help if they're willing to. So yeah, just wanted to raise awareness of this.
Good point. So actually, I'm gonna add a note for myself that I need to add to this to-do list another item to basically set up a volunteer group that will help, like last year, like who will post links to code of conduct, remind people about breaks, etc., and also help introduce the presenter and say goodbye to the presenter and get them online, etc. So yeah, It's pretty important to have it as an. I probably add section like item related, like conference related coordination. Okay. Thanks, Mike. So, wait, there's a question from Alejandra. So does this mean I have to pretend? I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it. Okay, I'm gonna read it. No, I'm not gonna read it. So if you want to say it, just say it. Next item. Next item, speaker cards. Something that we had for last year for speakers. So to basically advertise talks on social medias. Like that's standard procedure with every conference. Like you share a speaker card with speakers, and also on our own we tweet about every single talk that we have on the schedule to promote the event and reach more people. And also the speaker cards are useful for later when we release individual YouTube videos, because we use the speaker cards as a cover thumbnail actually for the video. I don't think we can reuse the previous social media cards because they're totally different if it comes to the UI. That was obvious for me, Missy. You didn't have to like shake your head.
I like Missy. I like Missy. Like
yeah.
They was taking notes.
Like no.
Like no.
I knew there was something I forgot to do before
Don't you dare.
totally dipped out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think we talked about making like a JavaScript like generator of like, so we don't have to like just sit there and like make the same image over and over again and change the content. I think Ace and I talked about that like a long time ago. But I still haven't provided any design for it, so it's my fault. So I don't know if we still want to do that, or I mean, but we don't have, do we have like our set speaker list yet, or we're still waiting?
No, its schedule is there.
Oh, okay.
List
Okay.
of presentations, like we have titles, we have presenters, so the data is there.
Oh,
it's just a matter
okay.
of...
Then maybe I'll just sit and make all of them today. Or yeah, soon.
Yes, if you can, that's awesome. As the sooner we get them, the better. But I would... Oh, continue.
I was wondering, and I hope I'm not like, I don't like freak her out, but Missy, does maybe Maya want to help with some of the assets for the conference this year? I mean, like speaker cards and stuff can be simple. I don't know if maybe she wants to like start helping out more.
True. Yeah, very true. Yeah, it's a good idea. If she's down for that.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Woo. Cool.
Okay, perfect. So I also make sure to ping all the presenters because I see that like last year, not all of them provided profile pictures for the account when they were providing the proposal for a talk. So I'm gonna ping them so they can upload the profile pictures. Because like, I'm not sure if you remember, like last year, speaker cards, they were pretty, I mean, they were not the most perfect because we didn't have profile pictures. So sometimes we had nice picture of the presenter, but sometimes it was just a avatar, and not even avatar, but just placeholder with the initials. So yeah, I'll make a note for me to ping speakers. Or at least they can maybe just send me a link to where it's located. They don't have to update their account. Okay. Next topic then. And regarding JavaScript, like, I don't know if it's needed. Is it needed for this year? Like,
Yeah, I
discussion.
think we're just too late to the party at this
Yeah.
point for that. Yeah.
Next one. That's the tough one. Nobody wants to do it. So what is it about? Like presentation template. So basically, like not even sometimes. I think quite often, at least me, I get question, like even recently somebody asked on some Slack channel, like a question like, hey, I want to talk about AsyncAPI, not even on our conference, but some other conference. And I want to have slides that are not my company slides, but they are like the look and feel of the slides is like AsyncAPI. So that's it. That's what it is about, like getting the presentation template updated with the new brand.
Okay, so Fran just shared a link in Zoom, and that's like a good template, I think, to use. I mean, it has all of Fran's stuff on it, but I mean, you could just like
Yeah.
Ego of
switch
the
it all
man
out.
getting bigger and bigger.
That was actually Mrs. decision, not mine. So
Yeah, I did help him like craft
it's not
this
ego, it's
template.
appreciation.
It's more fun to like give you grief though, friend.
So just what I wanted to say with this is a theme, right? So if we copy, we have other. I'm searching for another presentation that we have, which is like it's called AsyncAPI deck. Deck. Okay, just in case it sounds weird on my accent. So this one. Can you open it, Lucas, please?
Okay.
So, like we could probably use the content of this one with the other theme,
Yeah.
right? So, and that is this is like a generic deck that anyone can use. It contains lots of slides that may or may not fit their needs, but yeah, it's what I always reuse, right? The other one is the same. It's just a subset of this one, but with a new theme. So it will be.
So
just
we
a
should
matter
basically incorporate what we have here.
Yeah.
Incorporate it here.
Yeah, which is just I mean, not just, but it's mostly about copying the theme and applying it to this one, and it will somehow work. You probably have to make some fixes, and but yeah, it should be a lot of work. It shouldn't be a lot of work,
Mm-hmm.
which is already something. If someone is not willing to, if nobody's willing to spend time on the design that is on brand, this one is on brand. So, so at least we can reuse it now. And it has it's darker. Let's say it's a dark background. So not this one, but the other slides. So the cool thing about having a dark background is that it makes it easier to read, actually,
Mm-hmm.
on bigger screens as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And as you can see, I didn't spend time with the logos of the the sponsors. Just made a white background there.
It wouldn't look good anyway on that dark
Yeah.
background. So
Yes.
you're
So
fine.
yeah, I just did a
Excused.
white box. That's it.
So I just want to
Improve it.
I want to say I'm impressed. I did not expect that you're gonna send a link to actually branded presentation. Thank you. Like,
What were you expecting?
I mean, I'm not. I basically did not expect that you will help somehow with the conference. So like that's your first.
If you were looking at my ShapeUp dashboard instead of trolling me, you will have seen that I was working on that last week.
Dang.
And you were supposed to work on my MailChimp.
I know. It's the next cycle.
Okay. So basically, like 80% of the work is done. It's just really about incorporating, moving the theme, or basically copying your presentation and copy pasting the content, which I would take. I would prefer to manually move it than Google how to incorporate themes or whatever.
It's definitely weird. Like the themes on Google Slides, it like doesn't work 100%. So yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
we-
probably easier to move the content to the one that has the theme. And once you have all
Oh,
the
yeah.
there, you save a copy. Probably
Right.
that's easier.
Yeah.
okay then. I guess you don't want to do it from. You don't have time to do
I
it.
can do it. I can do it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
so good. It's recorded.
I'm saying I can do it. I'm not saying I will do it.
Yeah, cycle
Ooh.
2024.
Exactly. Cycle 2024. No, I will do it. Yeah. I already
Bravo.
know how it works, so it's gonna be faster for me.
Bravo.
Yeah. Flex. He's like, I got it. I know how to do it. It'll be quick.
Famous last words.
In corporation, people would say kudos and clap their hands to applause.
Or
So thank you.
snaps.
Okay, so another item, social media graphics. So some dedicated, like a poster, whatever, like a graphic with dates. Other, if we don't get it, and I'm not threatening, it's just what I will do is go to conference AsyncAPI.com and make a screenshot of
No,
this.
please, no. I'll do it. Okay. Don't shoot.
And then you thank Missy for the design.
Publicly.
Oh no, please.
So did I volunteer you to help out?
Yeah. I'm writing it down.
Thank you. And last but not least, the stream graphics. So context for others that didn't see conference from the last year. So basically the presentations, like the whole conference, is streamed with overlays, I think it's called. So basically a banner at the bottom saying AsyncAPI Conference 2020 and the logos of sponsors in this kind of overlay banner background, whatever. And the best is if it's if it can be I don't remember, like, so we need it for the event, so there's a lot of time to do it. But if somebody provides it sooner, if it's a Photoshop file and people trust me, I can be the one that updates it with logos whenever a new sponsor comes in. But also I can ping a person that will do it to add new logo whenever we have one. Any comments? And a question from Alejandra, why would we trust you? I don't trust myself even, so I definitely do not expect you to trust me. So how much it has to be aligned with the conference website? It's simpler, I would say, than the other graphics, right?
Wait, say that again. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
Blacked out.
this this panel, right? This overlay.
Oh,
So like, just so I understand, like what's needed for whom. Like, so for example, like I guess that the person will need to have access to Restream, so the person can test the overlay, the sizes, etc. Right?
yeah.
Uh,
Last year, basically it was just me and Fran and Restream, like on a draft, like stream or whatever we were in, and or in the studio, I think that's what they call it. I don't know. And we just like trial and error, like added stuff in there. Like I kind of saved out a bunch of different ones to see like what fit the best with like the different frames that they offer, like the different layouts. So I mean, we could always use what we used last year as like a template, and then if we just want to update the styles to reflect the new art direction. But I think like, yeah, we're just waiting on sponsors, like finalized sponsors, because most of it, I mean, the bulk of it is really just like adding the sponsor logos.
mhm. Okay. And another question about the stream graphics. So what I want to do in October, before the conference, I want to do something that we did last year, because I think it converted also to many registrations and people joining. So I'd like to, like, throughout October, every week, I want to do a live stream. Let's talk about contributing. Like last year, especially that we have Hacktoberfest starting. So there will be a lot of content. And what I was always doing during this live stream last year was that I was showing logos also of the sponsors in my like homemade overlay. And my question is, do you think that, like, if we have the overlay that says AsyncAPI Conference 2022, and I would use it also before the conference, that would not be the best, right? I would better if what I'm trying to say is, like, this overlay probably should say what is the date of the conference, right? And then next to it, logos. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I can rephrase.
Like, do you mean the overlay, like that's there for the whole stream? Or
Yeah.
So you want it to say the day of, like, if it's day 1 or day 2 or day 3, is that what you're saying?
No. So every week before the conference, I will do one stream a week about contributing, about Hacktoberfest, about like different topics, to basically like raise and it's basically first of all to help Hacktoberfest folks, but also to promote the event. So that's what I was doing last year. So like the whole October, I was doing live streams about Hacktoberfest, etc. And I could notice that it was converting into registrations. So people were like, the advertisement during the live stream took effect.
Okay. So you're saying like a sort of like advertisement overlay for these streams that you'll do leading up to the conference.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So just like promoting, like, these are the dates, like, yeah.
Yeah, just
like
AsyncAPI
Conference. Yeah.
3-5 Nov, and then also promoting the sponsors whenever we have already confirmed ones.
Gotcha. Yeah. That sounds good.
And so I don't have any more items here on the list, but what I will add is that something that I did not add it, but we discussed last time. So for others, like we had a discussion, and nobody objected till now. So we had a discussion about like how to improve the quality of the recordings for the conference, because last year they were not the best. People were basically using different tools. yeah, what we'll do is we'll try to write like super basic guide, what dimensions would be the best, like how the best to record the video. And for folks that are individual contributors, they are not supported by any company, and they don't have access to professional tools like we have, for example, at Postman. We will basically use the conference budget to pay for the licenses of, I don't remember the tool, I have it somewhere in my browser tabs among 100 other tabs. I think
It was Loom or
Descript.com.
Descript, yeah, that too.
So that's something that I definitely want to complete next week. So like people still have like 2 weeks for recording with professional tools at least. And yeah, for conversions, I need to ping Woo Productions, so they can handle the conversion of the videos.
Yeah, they said they were good with helping out with that and like any kind of like video loop that they need to create for that. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'll just make sure that we have it on the list. And then, so I also check with them if they will be the ones that they will upload these to Restream, or because I remember that last time we had them uploaded to the Restream. So.
Right.
See.
Yeah. I just did that like the night before. I think each day I like uploaded the recordings. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Which it takes a long time. Just FYI.
Okay, so it can't be done 5 minutes before the presentation.
No.
Basically. Okay, and I remember there was a limit, right? We couldn't just infinitely upload all. You were doing it every day for next day, right?
Yeah. It's just, I think it's just because it took so long for them to upload that I just decided to do like them in like chunks of like day 1, day 2, day 3. So file naming is your friend here. Just, yeah, for if hopefully we prod is watching, but it was a pain kind of. So hopefully the experience has improved. I haven't even been in Restream since last year. So
I think they changed a bit, but they had some bumps and downs. But it's because Restream is actually a company founded in Ukraine. So yeah, the whole team had to focus on first moving outside,
right.
to be able to run the business.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Okay, so 5 minutes left, and from my case, everything from the list got mentioned. Do you think there's something else we're missing? No, all good. So there's one more topic, but I don't think we have time to really discuss it further. So I'll just point you to one tweet. I'm gonna promote my Twitter. But yeah, I want to point you to one tweet because that's something related to the conference, something that like got into my hand, like maybe some context. So basically, like we're not doing the conference in person this year, but and it's for a reason, and because of this reason why we not do it, we already also started a discussion with Linux Foundation to start looking for venues for next year, so we have like much more time to actually find something. And some events from last week when I actually attended the Open Source Summit in Dublin, these events completely messed in my head. And I was thinking how we can make this event even better, like to not have it just for AsyncAPI community, but actually the APIs community in general. So I will just basically I'll share in the chat the tweet where I just mentioned it. And yeah, let's it's nothing critical. Let's park it for today. And if you want to engage sooner, then just please do it through Twitter or just write to me. And otherwise, we're just going to talk about it next meeting. So in 2 weeks. Okay, so if that's it, thank you so much to all of you for joining. I hope to see you soon. And yeah, again,
And design is my passion.
yes, I need a t-shirt. that
Yeah,
says- yeah,
you
but I
do.
have to design it.
Yeah, you have to design it with Comic Sans or something.
Yeah.
Like rainbow. Yeah,
Challenge accepted.
nice.
Okay,
Thanks,
Thank you.
Lucas. Thanks, everybody.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hey, come on, Zoom disappeared for me. I don't know how to stop the meeting. Okay. Hey, come on, I can't stop the meeting. What the heck? Okay, now bye.